striker and has it all teed up. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going play action. Called in by Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Made, and he got both feet in. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Titans will have a first down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Give on second to Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He has it on the QB sneak. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. Nothing on that play, and now we have 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Back to throw, needs the end zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. You also know if you don't get it, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Gets it running a sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. From the red zone now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here comes Tajay Spears. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing. Okonkwo brings it in. The 30. Gets the 10. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans grow the lead to 7. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result...
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Vikings, who have 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Darnold. His pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Able to find Hawkinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down from the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Ready! Ready!
Throwing now on 1st down. This one finds Boyd. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Brought in right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing for the end zone. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Here comes the final play of our 1st half. A final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Titans take a lead on the final play of the half. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
He's throwing for it! And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the 1st half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here goes set.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Jones once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Darnold now to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Monty Hooker with the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Darnold. Jones reels it in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Go.
Play action on first down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left and connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking for a throw here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Ty Chandler to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, here's Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
He puts some power on a deep one left. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action on first. Intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 16. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Has the connection to Jones. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Throwing here, Darnold has his man. It's Addison. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 37. Pass is caught by Addison. He does it! Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings drop the lead back to 13. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Spears. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams. A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Has it down close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the Vikings, going the other way. 40 into the red zone. And he does it, Brock. He takes the fumble all the way back for 2 points the other way. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. All right, now another opportunity to convert this 2-point try. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. Well, we all know every yard matters, and the flag moves them 1 yard closer for this 2-point try. Getting another shot at...